Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. I am Joker Rex, and this is my co-host, my brother, your homie, Cowboy.
Howdy.
And we are here today on Video Game Revival for a very serious, a very futuristic, a very cyberpunk topic. We are here today, folks, to revive
Shadowrun.
Shadowrun. SNES style, my friends. And we are going to start off with a little bit. My mind is just juiced today, man, because we've been seeing Cyberpunk 2077 footage. I was mad it was third person. I'm happy now it's first person. And now we're here today with Shadowrun. And Shadowrun is one of those games that is very close to my heart. Very close to my heart.
Made and directed
It was
by Data East.
Well, it was published by Data East. Correct. Very correct. Very
Published.
correct. It was made in May of 1993. It was released. The developer is Beam Software. So they were kind of like a co-effort with some of the folks there. The composer for this very sweet-ass music we listen to is Marshall Parker. And the designer for the very sweet art style and the RPG kind of top-down element of the game and the battling and even the actual script itself was Paul Kidd, who I'm very happy worked on this project because he fought for a lot of it. It was just one of those projects where we you get it once and you maybe never see it a whole lot again because people remake it. There was a PC remake they just did.
Yes, which I heard it sucked.
I just saw pictures and it wasn't that
No
great.
offense.
It wasn't that great. Yeah, I'm not trying to make anybody angry or nothing like that, but it was one of those things that when you're making a remake and you're reviving something, revive it right. Revive it right. I mean,
Right.
we're here today with our implants, you know, and our armored glasses and
our guns.
my brother's looking like a troll decker. You brought a gun? Oh shit! But
No, I didn't bring a gun.
but yeah. See, actually, this sucks way worse than I thought because I don't have my glasses on and it's harder to see than I thought. But okay, the game is loosely based on the book. Did you ever hear about this? It's a book called Never Deal with a Dragon. And it's by the game's co-creator, Robert N. Charette.
I never heard of the book before.
Robert Charette did it. And I didn't get into as much of what he was creating in I'm guessing the story itself, because now that I read Never Deal with a Dragon, you find out that one of the biggest bosses in the end of the game is
A dragon.
Drake the Dragon, as you'll see here. We got the dragon flowing over here. Steel Dragon, my man. Even though it won many industry awards, it was a commercial failure. I hate the words commercial failure because that implies that it didn't sell, obviously. But I mean, when I was a kid, I never saw Shadowrun commercials on TV. Did you?
No.
And so I think that's their fault. It was a commercial failure. Did you know it was named the best RPG of, I believe it was 1993, and the only thing that beat it out was Secret of Mana in some of the magazines.
Yes, I heard.
Like, I mean, that's just one of those things, like, at 34th best NES game by Superplay in 1996.
I also like the characters and the creatures in it.
Well, what about them?
They were pretty good. I like how the orcs are and they shoot and stuff, and some of the guys that will surprise you in the game, like two troll deckers will come out of the thing, and my brother's like, oh shit, at first, and then all of a sudden,
it's like a real time thing. Even though you're walking through them when you get into battles, you kind of have to stand still and target and do all those types of things. Sometimes guys will run right out of the alley, you know what I mean? And they'll, oh, you're still alive, and they'll just start blasting on you with weapons that are way more powerful and way faster than the weapons you have are on you. And
of course you see a dog in the beginning of the game with
Soon it's not a dog. You're talking about the dog spirit. That's right.
alleyway
your
where you...
spirit animal. Yeah. This game deals with a lot of really cool elements. To me, it reminds me of Blade Runner mixed with Dungeons and Dragons. You know what I mean? Because you got that style of the Blade with the guy with the jacket running around, and you go into the bar and everybody cheers, chummer, and they got the crazy hair.
And you give them the tea.
They're always giving you crazy looks, and then they drink iced tea and stupid crap like that, and it's like, okay, man. There's the Jester Spirit was my favorite in the entire game. The Drake the Dragon was cool, don't get me wrong.
And there's a rat shaman.
The Jester Spirit was my favorite. Yeah, down in the sewer.
Yeah.
You had to go into this club that was kind of like an undead vampire club.
Dark Blade.
Dark Blade, there you go. And you even had to get the password to get in the door, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then you had
Magic Fetish.
Magic Fetish, there you go. And then you had to beat the rat shaman to get that password. Or to get
you got to go
word.
to the shop, the shaman shopkeeper, so that when you get the potions from, you have to get her that, and she gives you the magic fish.
Oh, okay. And then it goes into your word list, right?
Yeah, you go word list, you go Dark Blade, and she's like, oh, they be evil.
Yes, I mean, you could. It was one of those games, kind of like The Witcher is, where you can, like, somebody would say something, and then you can pick what you want to say, instead of like a Final Fantasy game, whereas it just rolls along, and you go. You kind of got to pick what you wanted to do, and depending on what you picked was what the people would say next, or if you got a hint to the next thing, or if the word was highlighted, it would be added to your word list, and then you could put it in. It sounds a little bit weird, but it was really accessible, really fast. It was one, besides Mystic Quest, it was one of your first RPG games, right?
Right.
And he watched me play it first, and it was easy to get a hold of, and the story, even though it was kind of like a cyberpunk story, which my brother was not into at the time, he was into monsters and everything. How many times did you play it? Like I think I beat it like 3 or 4 times, but
five or six times.
Yeah, I mean, he even played it more than me, and it's one of my favorite games ever because he just got hooked from watching me. Let's see here, man. Yeah, it had this crazy history, dude. It was being made in 1989. Yeah. And then they came back and somebody stopped it halfway through production.
The RPG style was good for a beginner, for beginners, which was me at first and stuff. I liked it though, but there were some parts I had you help me out. Remember that?
I remember. What are you talking about? You watched me play the entire game beat it so that you could follow it up.
Yeah. And then when I grew attached to the game, and it was awesome.
Well, I guess that's why we are here today, right?
Right.
Exactly. So I'm gonna get a little off topic there, Slick. You dress them all up in a costume, and he gets all Halloween on you, goofy. Oh man, it was a game ahead of its time. People called it ahead of its time. They gave it credit for bringing film noir to video games, I guess you could. I mean, when you make a game that is literally basically Blade Runner with dragons and orcs, then you're kind of, you're delving into the film genre. And I mean, why people didn't get a hold of that in the early 90s was beyond me. But it got the Kickstarter game. It was in 2012, came out in 2013. I didn't play it. Like I said, saw pictures. Thought they could have did better. Thought they could have brought it to more platforms besides just the computer of some type. You know what I mean? And phone, Android. So, let's see, man. Let's see.
The battle system.
The battle system was sweet, man.
Simple and not boring.
Did you? Yeah. It was. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of moving around to it. You kind of stuck in your space. You wouldn't Did you upgrade your weapons?
Yes.
You did upgrade your weapons.
Your firearms, your strength, and your intelligence.
Yeah, when you went and laid down in the morgue bed or in a bed anywhere, you could go down and sleep. You could upgrade yourself if you had enough karma points that you got from defeating enemies and stuff like that. So, which was kind of a weird system. You would beat so many times you would get karma, or you would not get karma. It was kind of a toss-up every once in a while. Did you know it had 2 scripts? There was actually 2 scripts, so you know like when you're reading certain things in the game, the story, and it's regular, it's like, hey buddy, what's going on over there? And his name is Street Doc. Like they had guys called like Chop Doctor and stuff like. There was the original script was going to be more sexual, more violent, way more crazy. But the developer came in and the developer told Paul Kidd that he had to tone it down. He had to change it, and it started a big fight in the office with all the artists and the developers, and the publisher. Yeah, and then that was right towards the end, kind of when everything was getting patched up, like the last 6 months. So everybody was really running around going nuts, and I'm surprised this game even came out with all the stuff I've been reading lately. Before we did this video, I'm absolutely happy as hell it came out.
Me too.
I try to remember sometimes how long it took me to beat, because it's one of those games where you kind of just follow a path, but everything's off in different areas, and if you're not talking about the right thing to someone, you have to go all the way back and do different things, and it's kind of like being in real life. If you're not saying the right things to folks, you're just not getting anywhere.
And the missions in that game was pretty cool too.
It wasn't a mission system, it was basically a story, you know what I mean? You just kept going. It would, like, you talk to one, it was like a detective case, you know? You played Jake Armitage, and you're kind of this detective, private eye-ish kind of gun for hire who's gets killed in the middle of the street, and then he's up trying to piece together his life.
And you get brought back to life by a mysterious woman.
He thinks it's a woman still because it's got no sense. It's a kitsune. A kitsune is a Japanese kind of legendary animal that was it like a 3-tailed fox or a 2-tailed fox, and they're magical beings.
She heals in the game, and the morgue thinks they're dead.
Well, it is a morgue. That's where dead people go, brother.
But the doctors think they're dead.
Well, you are dead, and then a magical damn fox brings you back to life. I'd have to scream and run out of the building, just like they do.
It's alive.
So,
it's alive.
Yeah, get a little zombie movie quip there, which is kind of nice. Very nice, actually.
And unfortunately, your brain, your head, he says, my head feels like it's fried.
Yeah, there's all kinds of twists and turns in the game. You think you're about to upgrade, and it turns into a bomb in your brain situation. There's a lot of things in the game that kind of, you know, this game was the beginning of twists and turns for certain things and certain story things. This game was the beginning of developers and publishers giving developers, oh, my implant popped out. It was developers and publishers giving the artists and the creators shit. You know, so EA and Activision are not pioneers in that, folks. You know what I mean? A lot of people were doing this to creators and writers and the people who dream these beautiful things up that we play and remember and live. So we need to remember that. We need to go easier on these people who are creating these things we love. We need to support them more so that we can revive these games we love so much. I really don't have much else to say other than this is easily in the top 5 of my favorite games ever.
And of course, I like the music here as well.
The music, I can't even say I like the music. I gotta say, like, I'm in love with the music. Like, just sitting here listening to it makes me want to go turn the Super Nintendo on this instant. And the fact that everybody's raving about Cyberpunk, and this has not been mentioned one time. This comes from a tabletop RPG. Cyberpunk 2077, I'm waiting for you, but this could have been done already. This could have wet our palate a little bit before Cyberpunk came.
And I would say Data East should start coming up with this as like what you just said.
You gotta bring it back.
Yeah, you gotta bring it back.
Gotta bring it back, man.
And I don't know what's up with Data East, man. I mean, what's up with you guys? That's what I want to say to them. I mean, you're like dead to people or saw dead for the past years. I mean, what you guys jerking off your wieners or something? I mean, no offense about that, but what else do I want to say? Yeah, it's just, you know, I imagine a few people like me and my brother and everybody else that like this game liked how the way he made games like this, and also other games like Joe and Mac and stuff, right?
Well, yeah, Joe and Mac was a Data East game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I mean, they had to run for a while, and now all of a sudden they obviously they're the pioneers of being dickheads. So you're probably right. They're probably off somewhere with a bunch of money, a bunch of old school Shadowrun new yen, and they're in their rooms Just whacking their little cyber decker off, man. Just doing it with a troll orc, you know? You can't get anything. Can't get, you know? That's it, man. I'm jacking out.
Me too. And also, subscription. If you guys like this video, give us a thumbs up. If not, give us a thumbs down.
And comment below on anything coming out soon.
This is Cowboy, and this is Joker. Signing you out.